In this session, we're going to look at the basics. That's the Kihon that you need to know to do your white belt grading to get your orange belt. So make sure you've checked your training area. You're going to need enough room so you can do a step forwards and a step back. Make sure you've got a bottle of water to hand. We'll have a couple of drinks breaks throughout. So you should already have done your warm-up. So let's make a start. Feet together and bow and joy. So we're going to start off working from natural stance. So your feet should be about shoulder width apart. Toes should be gripping the floor. So this is a stance. You need to be ready in this stance. Slight bend in the knees, so ready to go. And fists clenched, and a tight fist out in front of you here. I want you to raise your left fist to make a straight punch. So I've raised my right here, so it should look like a mirror image to you. And we're going to start off just from natural stance by doing the straight punch, the chokazuki. Now there's two aspects to this punch. There's the push and the pull. So your returning fist, the one that's out, is going to do the pulling action. And it's really important that you twist that fist straight away. And by twisting that fist, it drops the elbow down. And that's how we get a tight returning fist coming back to our hip. At the same time, your right fist is going to be pushed out. And this fist twists late. So the punching fist twists late, the returning fist twists early, and that keeps the elbows close into the body. So we're going to be punching Chudan height. Left fist out, and we're going to do it slowly to count. 1. So elbows tucked in, late twist on the punching fist. Check this hikite arm as well. This elbow should be tucked well in, not sticking out, and punching in the center of your own body. And again, 2. Really focusing on that detail. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay, so now just a bit quicker. Nice light punch, but flow with it. So to my count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And just a bit harder still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And yame and nere. Relax, just loosen off those arms a little bit. And joy. Ready. This time we're going to practice the agiyuki, the rising block. So on the first count, you're going to raise your left arm straight up in the air, and your right fist is going to come to your right hip. So that's the preparation. I'm doing it with an open hand here. You can do it with a closed hand. Most people do it with an open hand. That's the preparation position. So that's the first count. On the second count, your right fist is going to come up through the center and it's going to cover your face upwards here and finishes just in front of your forehead, just above your eye line, with a slight tilt down from the wrist to the elbow. So we're going to do that to 2 counts. On the first count, prepare. So with me, 1. And on the second count, block. 2. And if you can, just get a slight twist in the body as well. On the first count, prepare. Now, blocking fist that's going to block next, the left fist, is already on the hip. So all we need to do for this count is straighten that arm. 1, and block. 2, prepare. 1, block. 2, prepare. 1, block. 2. So make sure this block is coming up the centre, not around. It must be up the centre. 1, prepare. Block. 2. Let's do a couple more of these. Prepare. 1, block. 2, prepare. 1, block. 2, prepare. 1, block. 2. Okay, now we're going to try all to one count. So in one count, you're going to prepare and block. Still quite slowly though. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And now just a bit faster. Really focus on this time on getting a smooth preparation. So the feeling should be that. Don't dwell in this position. That is just a transitional phase. You're moving through that very, very quickly. The other thing you need to think about when we're speeding up is making sure the form stays correct. So you still need to make sure this is coming up the centre and covering the block, covering the face. Don't do anything silly like start to bring it around just because we're speeding up. So a bit faster. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And yame. And an air ray. Relax. Good. Loosen the shoulders off a bit. And yoi. Ready. We're going to do exactly the same thing with the Soto Udiuki, the forearm block. We're going to break it down to count again. So on the first count, you're going to extend your left fist out in front of you, same sort of position as we were doing for the punch. And the right fist is preparing in this shape here. It comes up to the side and makes this L shape, and the palm of the hand is facing away from you. That's the first count. On the second count, you're going to swing this arm around and cover the body. Around to cover the body. 2 points. Make sure it is the correct height. So if you look here, my fist is about in line with my shoulder, and that means my forearm is covering my body here. Second thing, make sure this block comes right the way across. It's no good stopping there because the punch would go straight through and hit you. You need to be blocking across here. So those are our 2 counts. So the first count, preparation. 1. Second count, block. 2. Prepare. 1. 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 Block. 2. And some of these same principles apply for blocks and punches. This Hikite fist, for example, notice it is in exactly the same position as it was for the punch, as it is for the block. So above the belt, elbow tucked in, fist pulled right way back. Now we're going to try that all to one count. So in one count, you're going to prepare and block. Still relatively light, still relatively slowly. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, now let's start to speed it up again. Same rules apply. The form must be correct, so still get this preparation point here, and the preparation must be a flowing point. Don't stop there, flow through it. To my count, a bit sharper. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And yame and anayare. Relax. Okay, take 30 seconds, grab a quick drink of water. Okay, let's continue. We're now going to focus on the kicks, and you only need to do one kick for white belt moving to orange belt, and that is the maegeri, the front kick. We're going to start off by having our feet together like so. We're going to adjust the camera so that you can see my feet. Okay, we're going to break the kick down to start off with to 4 counts. You're going to be kicking with your right leg to start with. On the first count, you're going to lift the knee. So a nice high knee lift, and the ankle needs to be up. So you're not dropping the foot there, ankle needs to be up. On the second count, you're going to extend the leg, extend the foot, so you're kicking with the ball of the foot. On the third count, you're going to recover back to this knee up position. Again, ankle up, knee high. On the fourth count, you're going to step down, back to feet together. Okay, so to my count, kicking with the right leg, knee lift, 1, kick out, 2, remember to extend the foot so you're kicking with the ball, recover, 3, high knee, and step down, 4, other leg, left leg kicking, knee lift, 1, kick out, 2, kicking with the ball of the foot, recover, 3, and down, 4, kicking with the right, knee lift, 1, kick out, 2, recover, 3, and down, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, one more in each leg, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now we're going to do that same kick, but to 2 counts. On the first count, you're going to lift the knee, kick out and back, and keep this knee high. But I want you to do it flowing all the way through. So like this, kick and hold. On the second count, step down. Ready? Kicking with your right leg. 1. Catch your balance if you need to. And down. 2. Kicking with your left leg. 1. And down. 2. Right leg. 1. 2. Left leg. 1. 2. So now we're doing it to 2 counts. Still make sure you get this fast knee lift. Still this knee lift at the start. Don't go with a straight leg. Now we're doing it to 2 counts. Same again. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. Last time. 1, 2. Left leg. 1. And down. 2. Good. Now try that kick all the way through. So up, out, back, and down, but a really smooth action. And work on this upper body as well. Nothing in this upper body should be moving. That needs to stay relaxed. The arms just stay by the sides here. So alternating legs, starting off with the right leg that's kicking. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now just a bit faster. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And Yame and Nere. Relax. Good. We're now going to practice those techniques, but with the legs. Now, before we do that, again, you need to make sure you've got space to step forwards and backwards. Normally in the grading, you'll do 3 steps forwards, 3 steps backwards, but as we're training at home, we're going to modify that slightly. We're going to work to start off with just on these stances. So, yoi, ready. Remember, legs ready to go, arms ready to go. I just want you to step forwards with your left leg into Zenku Sadachi, front stance. Kamaite. Okay, so you may need to adjust your position to make sure you've got enough room to step forwards here. We're just going to practice without any arms, so these are relaxed, down by the sides. We're going to practice this step forwards, okay? A couple of things to work on. Point number 1, your front leg, your front foot. Try not to have any movement with that front foot before you step, okay? That stays planted solid to the floor. Second thing I want you to work on is the height. Try not to come up in height and down again as you step. So that means this leg needs to stay bent as you step, and then drive straight as you step forwards, okay? So just practice stepping forwards lightly on my count. 1. And now what we're going to do, because of the lack of space, to give ourselves room, I just want you to do a double step back. So just watch me. You're going to move your front foot to your back foot, then move your back foot out. So you should have your right leg forward. So you're just shuffling backwards so that you've got enough room to step forwards with the other leg. So we're going to step forwards again, thinking about the upper body and thinking about this front foot. Ready? 2. And shuffle backwards. And again, 3. Shuffle backwards. 4. Shuffle backwards. 5. Shuffle backwards. 6. Shuffle backwards. So this shuffle backwards, don't worry about making that fast. That's just to make sure you've got enough space in front of you. Okay, we're going to continue with that, just a few more. This time, really work on the speed of the legs. Make sure it's safe in front of you, and really drive yourself forwards. Ready? 1. And back. 2. And back. Work on this upper body. 3. And back. 4. And back. So you're not coming up in height, nothing happening with this leg. 5. And back. Last time. 6. And back. and yame, and nere, relax. So that's the principle behind that step, and you need to make sure you're able to do that really quickly for the grading. And it's a fundamental principle that will carry you right the way through your karate journey. Fast, strong legs. Now, just come forwards a bit. Yoi. And again, just step into left leg forwards. Make sure you've got space. Now make sure you've got enough space behind you because we're going to practice stepping backwards. The blocks that you will have to do for your grading are often done, you have to do them going forwards and going backwards. So we're going to practice that backwards step. Make sure you've checked the space behind you. The same principles apply. Upper body remains still. No movement, this time with the back leg, that's all we're focusing on. No step, no buckling of the knee. The upper body remains still. So just slightly, stepping backwards, 1. And this time we're going to shuffle forwards. Just a double step. 2. And shuffle forwards. 3. And shuffle forwards. 4. And shuffle forwards. 5. And shuffle forwards. 6. And shuffle forwards. Now really try and work on the speed for these next 4. 7. Shuffle forwards. 8. Shuffle forwards. 9. Shuffle forwards. 10. Shuffle forwards. And yame. And nere. Relax. Good. Grab another quick drink of water and then we'll be back in to put the arms and the legs together. Okay. Yoi. Ready. Step forwards and you're going to make a left gedan barai, downward sweeping block. It's the one that you're doing your kata and it's the one that starts off all these basic combinations. Left gedan barai. Kamaite. Okay. So we're going to start off by practicing your oyazuki, your stepping punch. And the first set of stepping punches I want done to jodan, so punching to the face. Think about the principles we've just done with the arms. These elbows are going to be tucked close in for the punch. And the principles we've just gone through with the legs. That front leg remaining bent and then driving forwards. The upper body remaining nice and relaxed. So we're going to do it lightly to start off with. Stepping forwards and making right jodan oyazuki. 1. So check the position of this punch. Is it in front of your own chin? Are your shoulders down? Is this hikite fist above the belt, elbow tucked in? And now we're going to do that shuffling step backwards. So just double step backwards. So we're now punching with the other side of the body. So making left jodan oyazuki. 2. This time, I want you to check your body position. You can see here that my body is square to the front. Not rotated, square to the front. And double step backwards. Same again. 3. Double step backwards. 4. Double step backwards. 5. Double step backwards. 6. Double step backwards. Bit faster now. 1. And back. 2. And back. 3. And back. 4. And back. 5. And back. 6. And back. This time punching to chudan, punching to the body, straight off, sharply. Ready? 1. And back. 2. And back. 3, and back, 4, and back, 5, and back. Last one, 6, and yummy, and an air, relax. Good. Next, we're going to move on to the Agiyuki, the rising block. And we're going to practice this going forwards and going backwards. We're going to start off by practicing it going forwards. So make sure you've got space in front of you. Yoi, ready, step forwards and make left Gedan Barai. My tape. Good. So we're going to try it all the way through, but nice and slowly, nice and lightly. So this time, the preparation happens as you're stepping here. So as you're stepping through, you're preparing with the left arm, and the right arm comes up the center and blocks. Notice now with the block, my body is at a 45-degree angle. So punches, they were square. For the block, 45-degree angle. Okay, try that with me all the way through. Ready? 1. And we're going to make that double step back again. Blocking with the other side. So this arm straightens, the one that's on the hip does the block. 2. Check your body angle and check this front knee, that should be bent deeply over your toes. And back. Ready? 3. And back. 4. And back. 5. And back. 6. Good. Now, make sure you've got enough room behind you because we're going to be stepping backwards now. So straight off, stepping a full step backwards with this left leg, and we're going to make the rising block with the right. Ready? So it'll look like this. With me. 1. And now we're going to do a double step forwards. 2. And forwards. 3. And forwards. 4. And forwards. 5. And forwards. Last one. 6. And forwards. And yame, nere, relax. So we're going to try those a little bit sharper now. Really work on the speed of that step. Yoi, ready? Step forwards and make left Gedan Barai. Can I take? Okay. Make sure you've got space in front of you. Agiyuki, a bit sharper. Ready? 1. And back. 2. And back. 3. And back. 4. Good. Stay in this position. Make sure you've got room for a full step behind you. Stepping backwards and blocking. 1. And forwards. 2. And forwards. Really try and make sure this step is as fast going backwards as it is going forwards. 3. And back. Last one. 4. And yame. Nere. Relax. Good. Now moving on to the Soto Uryuki, the outside forearm block. Yoi, ready? Step forwards and make left Gedan Barai. Can I take? So we're going to be blocking with the right. Same idea. The preparation is happening as you step. As you step, but don't pause there. Remember, flow through the preparation and block across. Think about the points we mentioned earlier. Height of your shoulder, right across with this arm. And then we'll do the double step backwards again. So with me, make sure you've got that space in front of you. 1. And back. 2, and back, 3, and back, 4, good, and back, 5, and back, 6, and then just stay in this position. Make sure you've got room behind you. We're now stepping backwards. Ready? 1, and forwards, 2, and forwards, 3, again full body rotation, 45 degrees, and forwards, 4, and forwards, 5, and forwards, one more, 6, and yame, and nere, relax. We're going to do those a bit sharper now. Yoi, ready, step forwards, left, go down, right, can I take? So just a bit quicker, stepping forward, so make sure you've got that space in front of you. 1, and back, 2, and back, 3, and back, 4, and stay here. So really try and get a quick step back now. Vital for your Gohon Kumite to be able to retreat quickly. So let's practice that in our basics. Ready? 1. I'll scuttle forwards. 2. And forwards. 3. And forwards. Last one, nice and quick. 4. And yame. And nere. Relax. Good. 30 seconds, grab a quick drink of water, and we'll be back for the last little section. Yoi, ready. Stepping forwards with your left leg, this time make Zenkut Sudachi. Can I take? So arms to the side. We're going to be making the Mayageri, but this time, instead of stepping down to feet together, we're going to step forwards into a front stance. So you need to make sure you've got that space in front of you again. Same principles apply. This upper body needs to stay relaxed, shoulders down, arms still, and particularly work on this fast knee lift to start off with. We're going to be doing it lightly to start off with. Ready? 1. And scuttle back. Other leg kicking. 2. And scuttle back. 3. And scuttle back. 4. And back. 5. And back. 6. And back. 7. And back. 8. And back. 9. And back. 10. And back. Now 10 sharply. So if you've got good footing underneath you, then really fast with this kick. It's not so good, just nice and lightly again. It's still working on the technique. Everyone can make sure they've got a high knee lift, the foot is correct, and they've got that recovery. So whether you're doing it lightly or fast, that technique still needs to be correct. So 10 sharp points. Ready? 1. And back. 2. And back. 3. And back. 4. And back. 5. And back. 6. And back. 7. And back. 9. And back. Last one. 10. And yame, yame, nere, relax. So that is your Kihon sequence. Now, obviously you won't do it from natural stance, and then from the stances, you, in your grading, will do it straight off from yoi. You'll do the punches in the full stance, jodan and chudan. You'll do your agiyukis going forwards and stepping backwards, which is why that retreating step is so important to practice. And then your soto udiyukis going forwards and backwards. And then you'll finish up the basics with the maigaris going one way, then doing the wate turn and back the other way. So even though we don't have the full space that we would normally have in the dojo, you're still able to work on those techniques and the fine detail and the form of these moves. So we've worked on particularly the punches, getting those elbows close in, the position of this hikite fist, and we've worked on these stances, the correct body position, so square for the punches, 45 degrees for the blocks, and we've worked on the idea of a fast step, okay, even though we've had to modify it slightly. So that's just one part of your grading. You've got Kihon Kata, which is the second part, and then you've got the Gohon Kumite, which makes use of the jodan punch, the chudan punch, the agiyuki going backwards, and the udiyuki going backwards. So it really ties everything together in a sparring situation. Okay, so keep refining those techniques: the punch, the agiyuki, the soto udiyuki, and the maigari. Keep practicing your kata. Make sure you do the cool down and stretch after this video, and we'll see you next time in class or for another one of these videos. So, yoi, feet together, and bow. Right? Os.